Look at this! 10 degrees! It's not fair, I tell you. Boating season's still 4 months away. It's too depressing. I wish I was someplace warm. Someplace tropical. Someplace like St. John.
Hi, I'm Tom Richardson from Boating Local, and as you can see, I'm a long way from New England. I'm down here in St. John in the U.S. Virgin Islands in what can only be described as boater's paradise, especially during the winter months.
St. John is located some 50 miles east of Puerto Rico and 3 miles east of St. Thomas. To get there, most visitors fly into St. Thomas and take the short ferry ride to the town of Cruz Bay, which serves as the hub of St. John. Cruz Bay itself is filled with moored yachts and bustling with ferries running between the nearby islands of St. Thomas and Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. On shore, you'll find lots of shops and restaurants, as well as grocery stores, taxis, and car rental agencies. There are many options when it comes to staying on St. John. You can rent one of the many villas on the island or stay at the Westin or Keneal Bay luxury resorts, both of which offer water sports activities on site. On the other end of the spectrum is camping at one of the 2 national park campgrounds located at Cinnamon Bay or Maho Bay. This option puts you closest to the beach and lets you experience island wildlife up close and personal. Cinnamon Bay has an extensive water sports center where you can rent Hobie cats, sailboards, stand-up paddleboards, kayaks, scuba, and snorkel gear by the day or hour. They can also set you up with a day charter aboard a sailboat. Similar options are available at nearby Maho Bay Campground. And on the east end of the island in Coral Bay, you can rent kayaks and snorkel gear at Krabby's Water Sports Center. Kayaking is a great way to explore the island, but novices will need to watch out for strong currents, swells, and afternoon trade winds. Guided trips with eco-tour groups are also available. Another option is to rent a small inflatable boat in Cruz Bay at Noah's Little Arks or Cruz Bay Water Sports at the Westin Hotel. The range of these boats is limited to the north shore of St. John, but they're a great way to visit some of the island's most spectacular beaches. If you want to range farther afield, you can also rent a larger center console for the day or half day in Cruz Bay. These boats range from 22 to 28 feet and can hold up to 6 people. They allow you to see all of the island and can also be used for fishing. And speaking of fishing, the waters off St. John hold numerous game and food fish, ranging from marlin to snapper, but catching them is trickier than you might think. My advice is to hire an experienced guide before trying it yourself. It'll be money well spent. Of course, many experienced boaters choose to explore St. John on a bareboat rental, and there are several companies to choose from. The National Park Service maintains guest moorings in many protected bays around the island, and the cost is $15 per night, payable at several convenience stations. No matter how you choose to experience this wonderful Caribbean island, one thing's for certain: you'll be back.